And then the Diaco box is a whole ecosystem in itself now, is it not? I mean, you got pro wrestlers, you got Hall of Fame linemen, you got Stanley. Listen to this, Blitz. I mean, Dan, you had a Stanley Cup champion.
Right, we had several. We had 4 of them.
Right, a Super Bowl champion.
Yes.
Right, and a WWE champion,
yes.
all in that box.
It's a champion's box.
Yeah, but let me describe.
And Dan, you're a champion if you just ask, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But Dr. Diaco, let me explain what this box was like, guys. This was like out of The Godfather because you have the senior. Yeah, you have the senior. You know the senior. Everybody's paying him so much respect because everybody else is a mess in the box, right? But anybody gets next to Dr. Diaco, the senior, they all, they button up, they change their tune, pure respect. Even the kids, even little Danny was, oh, I don't want to get yelled at. Yeah, he was on his best behavior. No, it's just the amount of respect in that room. I think that I really felt like I was at the wedding, trying to ask for a favor for my daughter. No, it was incredible.
That's what
it felt like. I mean, this guy's the boss. You don't want to mess him up. I'm going to end up in the turnpike in Newark, New Jersey or something. No, I mean,
I walked in. I paid. Joe was right there. I paid respects. Joe, where you want me set? Boom, boom. Dan, were you already there? No.
Yeah, I got there a little before you.
Right. Mm-hmm. I introduced Alex to Dr. Joe, and then I know where I sat the last time I went with Tyler, and it's kind of the left lower. It's the back left deal. It's two seats. So I'm like, hey, Alex, we'll sit here because I know Daddy Joe likes to sit in front of here, front row Willie. Well, Dan likes to sit front row Willie, but to the right. Well, Dan had 2 extra seats there, but we thought that Rob Elder wanted them. So me and Alex are completely content. We're like, this is where we're going to be. Alex is shot out of a cannon. I'm trying to control him. And then Dan says, Bubba, come down here. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go back. and see, now knowing that Daddy Joe pays attention. Now, see, Daddy Joe pays attention to the seating arrangements, okay? Am I not right, Dan?
Sure does.
He's very particular about who sits where. Well, I know that he loved where I was sitting. We'd had interaction. I'd sat there before. It was just, I knew it worked. Where I was sitting with Alex works.
But it was a 2 stack, and I wanted to sit with you guys.
I understand.
So I don't want to be left out.
But your dad didn't want those 2 seats occupied by me and Alex. He wanted them to be occupied by Rob Elder and his son. And I knew that. So Dan throws a big fit.
Oh. Not a big fit, Bubba. Yeah. Not a big fit.
Pretty much a fit. So, and Joe, I could see Joe was getting perturbed. And so... And Dan doesn't usually let up at any part when anybody, like Dan didn't care. Steve and Jay care. Dan doesn't care. So Dan's like, Dad, I'm going to have them sit down here. And Joe's like, well, I was kind of saving that for Rob. And he's like, well, no. Bubba's sitting. I'm like, Dan, I don't want to sit down there.
He doesn't want to be part of this controversy at all.
I'm like, because I know just this little bit of dust up is Joe doesn't want even this little dust up. And Dan doubles down and doubles down. Finally, Joe goes, fine, Bubba, you go down there and sit. I'm like, Dan, now your dad
hates you.
Is like thinking it's me. Mm-hmm. So I told Dan, I said, Dan, you're not going to be on the show tomorrow. If you don't go over and talk to your dad, make sure you tell him it's all on you. I don't want it to be on me at all.
No, Bubba really did say that. Bubba, but you didn't say it like that. Bubba, you were a lot different. You go, make sure you take the heat. I don't want any of that heat. You said it a little different than that, Bubba.
I just said, Dan, you need to go over there, buddy, and make sure that you tell this whole seating gimmick is on you, buddy.
Bubba, you did that twice because then when we had the sap dust up, you said the same thing. You said, hey, Rob, make sure to tell him I was just Switzerland. I wasn't.
I was right in the middle of the sap dust up, and so I'm like, everybody was looking. Now, see, so Dan, if you were sitting where you were or by Maroon, you could just see that there was a problem, but you couldn't figure out who started it, right?
I had no idea, and I knew that was going to happen.
1 minute. Did I not say he has a hair trigger and he could go off on the color of your... So
we agreed. And the thing was, I didn't want to be part of that because I didn't want to have to step in and be uncomfortable and deal with
I didn't want to be a part of it either.
I didn't want to be anywhere near there, so I figured hang out with the hockey players. I'm safe. I got a bunch of fighters next to me. I got Braden Point.
When everybody looked around though and they saw Sapp flipping out, who did they see?
Bubba, right there in the middle of it. it somehow. And Bubba, but let's give it some context. So before that even dust up happened. So Bubba's sitting there in
the front row
with
Alex.
Yeah, but Bubba's kind of in the corner of the front row. He's in all the way to the right.
You can't see him.
You can't really see him. But what happened was, so of course, when Warren Sapp gets in the room, he takes a lot of eyes on him.
Right. And he's the focal point.
Well, yeah, I mean, but not even really, because there's a lot of respectable people. I would just say
no. The reason he was the focal point, Alex,
he's the loudest.
No. The other thing is that everyone knows that my last interaction with him was this thing on the radio. So everyone's pissed off at him. And the last time he was in the box, he had a little bit of a skirmish with Rob Elder's family.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and your sister-in-law.
Over another freaking picture.
No, everybody had some heat with Sapp.
I turned to Alex and I go, Alex. Now, see, not knowing Alex doesn't know the story, I go, Alex, there's Warren Sapp. Here's Alex. Oh, great!
No, I came up to you. I came up to Bubba. I go, Bubba.
Oh my God!
Bubba, we're sitting at the seats.
I'm like, shut up.
Bubba, we're front row. We're front row in the box, and the first thing I see is Warren Sapp's name in the Ring of Honor, Big 99.
Yeah.
And then I turn to my left, and he's sitting right there. I'm like, what?
So I'm like, shut up, Alex, shut up. He goes, why? It's Warren Sapp. I'm going to go up there right now. I'm going, first of all, he may not take a picture. And if you're videotaping, that could really set him off. And he goes, what do you mean, man? Number 99, University of Miami, blah, 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 blah. I go, first of all, he hates me. And I just goes, what do you mean he hates you? I go, I don't know which Sapp's going to show up. He could come up here and give me a big hug, or he could literally kill me. And Alex like, oh, that's great. This thing will go viral. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. I said, Bubba, I hope you guys get in a fight. I'll film it. But then Bubba proceeds to tell me the story that Bubba and Warren did you can tell the story.
TV commercial
They did
together.
a big-time TV commercial. And then in the commercial, I don't even know if we're going to talk about the bit, but then Bubba said they asked for a picture on set. And Warren Sapp said, I don't flick bitch. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can say bitch, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can say don't flick bitch. And I said, and this is my first interaction talking about Warren, other than, you can just kind of tell everybody's being nice, but Bubba's like, oh, yeah, no, we got heat. It's going to be bad. And so
then Alex like, well, just go up to him. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I go, I don't, listen, Joe's already kind of, I'm already on the radar over this big seat gate. Let's just chill. And so, it just happens to be I look back and Sapp makes eye contact with me and is super cool. He's like,
and he comes down to Bubba.
He
That was the thing.
So then I jump over Alex. I think I clawed him with my tennis shoes.
A little bit.
And and Warren's being super cool, like just super cool, right?
Yeah.
So Warren is now he's sitting on a different chair in the back, kind of in the back,
like a stool.
and there's 3 stools there. He goes, come sit in the stool by me. So I go, okay. So I go up there and we start reminiscing, having a good time. And I abandoned Alex at that time. Dan's coming and going, paying respects. And Sapp is talking. We're just talking just back in the day stuff and just about Dion and just really good. But I can tell that he's really. I think he might be drunk.
Might be.
Oh yeah, he was drinking, and you could tell he was right on that line.
Oh my God,
right on that line, because when he's his most funny and animated is also when he's his most dangerous.
Right.
Oh, God.
So now
he had a hair trigger.
So he goes to the bathroom. I'm by myself with his girlfriend there, and a couple of women ask him to take some pictures.
Oh no.
So he said, "Yeah, I'll take some pictures."
I'll flick, bitch.
Now the one thing about Warren Sapp is he does it. I've made it famous because
of course.
The I don't flick bitch came from my show,
right?
In a huge interaction that I had him one time, which started our initial heat. So he's taking pictures and stuff. Okay, so he comes and sit back beside me. Well, Rob Elder, who co-owns the box with Diaco Law, right there on the sign says Diaco Law, Elder Automotive Group. Those are the people that pay for this facility. And so Rob Elder walks up. Now, Rob had just flown from Vegas to West Palm Beach. He had his 2 sons with him. And
he had like a soccer game at West Palm.
Right. So he's just getting in. You can tell that Rob's had a long day. He's just had a ton of sun. He's worn out. Well, Sapp and I are not speaking at that point. Meaning we're watching the ball game. We're watching the ball game. Just we don't happen to be engaged in a conversation.
Yeah, because you went over there and sat with him for almost 30 minutes.
Right,
I think.
Right. So Rob, it's the first time that Rob and I have had a chance to talk. Because and that's what the boxes do. You go and you know everybody, and you
It's
schmooze.
a bunch of 10-minute conversations.
Yeah, by the end of the night, like I saw Avia, your former nurse, and her husband, and
even Butch Delgado was there. The old Tampa police chief.
Yeah. So I tried to
everybody in that box last night.
And everybody's taking pictures, and it's great. And my Packers won, but Dan, did I control my emotions?
Yes, you were very tempered.
I did not.
No.
Do
Did you even crack a smile?
Nope.
No, he even looked happy when the Bucks did well.
I was like, oh yeah, I'm really
Faked it well.
really Dr. Joe off. So
points.
so Rob walks up and he said, now Sapp and I are not speaking at this point. We're watching the ball game, and Rob Elder goes, "Excuse me, Bubba." Well, we were just going to talk. Him and I were going to talk. You know how somebody, if there's 3 people there and a guy walks in, he says, "Excuse me," because he doesn't know if he's interrupting a conversation, and he just wants to say hi, whatever. Well, me and Sapp were not speaking. Like he didn't.
You were done with your conversation, kind of.
But it certainly was that interjection is not by all means anything other than being polite. You're being
completely.
I mean,
completely.
like you're being a gentleman.
Yep.
Like that's proper polite protocol. Well, Sapp, who's at this point talking to his girlfriend, and I'm the third guy. So Rob's not speaking to Warren at all, and he's not interrupting me and Warren because we're not having a conversation.
Yeah.
Sapp starts going off. Excuse me. Why would a grown man? He's always in it. Why would a grown man tell another man, excuse me? Why would a did you see me talking? I wasn't talking. You wouldn't have to say excuse me. Are you saying excuse me because you don't want me to talk any further? Are you saying excuse me because, and he
for no reason.
Like
it's for no reason. He comes out of nowhere. It's like diving into a fire for no reason at all.
Was he drinking in the box?
Yeah, but Sapp was being nice to everybody.
Everybody.
Before that.
He was, but we knew. Bubba and I knew. We both knew.
So now listen to this. Oddly enough, Dan, I'll lay my hand on my I will swear on my mom's eyeballs, and Dan was there. 39 seconds before that outburst, before Warren was there. Me, Rob, and Dan were speaking about Warren being really, really just very pleasant.
Yeah, just very gregarious.
And I said, and I touched Rob's shirt, I go, but we all know that it literally could change and flip the switch at any second. He could be mad that Rob has a different colored shirt on.
Yeah.
And
you even said hair trigger.
So I just said, so at that point, Rob says, excuse me to me because we're going to speak. And Sapp just goes off. Now, hold on. So Rob looks at him real calm after he goes off and makes like real loud. Everybody could hear him. And Rob goes, I think you misunderstood me, Warren. I was just saying excuse me in case you two were engaged in a conversation, and I was interrupting you. I'm just here to talk to Bubba. And one would think that you would think, okay.
De-escalate.
Okay, all right.
Like, oh, cool.
I misunderstood.
We're good.
I misunderstood. And Sapp, being as animated as he would be perfect. It'd be perfect. It'd be, Sapp would have put his arm around Rob, and it would have been a great.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, no big deal.
But
Sapp doubles down and says, "I don't care if you're trying to be polite or not. When you tell a grown man to excuse me, then at that point, if I'm not talking, then you're excusing me for the potential conversation I could have had." But I'm like. So I go.
You can't win with that logic, by the way.
Right,
It's
so,
impossible.
Illogical. It's totally illogical.
So I go. The only thing I say is, Warren, I think you're really taking this the wrong way. Rob was just speaking to me. He goes, man, I got your back, Bubba. I got your back, man. It ain't gonna go down like that. It ain't gonna go down like that. I'm out. So Rob then switches gears and he goes, yes, you are out because I own this box. Now get the out of here. And then Sapp got out, went out, made a big ordeal about leaving.
No, and he wanted to actually, here's what happened. I found out more.
I couldn't see after he left.
So he went outside to confirm that Rob Elder owns the box. So he goes outside and literally Steven's showing, see, there's the Diaco name, there's the Elder name. And as he tries, then Sapp was about to come back in and be more apologetic. And then Carruthers met him at the door and said, "Get the F out."
And Maroon.
Oh yeah, they were all ready to pounce on him.
What's his name?
Kirk Carruthers.
Man, I'm like, hey brother, I'm glad I'm on your team.
Yeah, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in college. Big man on campus. He was a rock star at Florida State.
So that was our Sapp. I did get a picture of Sapp with on the Facebook that I put up, and
you got his number, and you guys started texting. You guys kind of rekindled something a little bit.
He was texting me afterwards saying like, "Man, it didn't have to be like he was like, and I was just like trying to play Switzerland. I'm like, man, buddy, it was good to see you." Mm-hmm. And,
there was some heat from last year, so there was some animosity with
Warren and Rob's wife,
exactly,
right?
With Christina, right?
What happened?
Same kind of thing. A picture, a hurt feeling, an explosion out of nowhere. And then everyone's scratching their heads like, what just happened?
Well, it was something like, I think the story was one of the kids asked for a picture, and he felt he was all off put from a kid asking him for a picture. I mean, you know the story better than me.
You know how many kids I've seen him make cry?
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't believe it. Why wouldn't you want to take a picture with a kid? That's insane. But with a kid, I mean, you come on.
Right.
I understand, the 50-year-old guy, whatever, but I mean, a young kid, you got to support that. That's the youth of America. I mean, that's our future. You got to be nice to them.
Yeah, well, that was the big Warren Sapp high spot. And then me and Alex then got on the bikes. And Alex, at one point when you couldn't see, we didn't have any lights, and you would have to stay on the sidewalk and make like a real quick right, then a real quick left around a big oak tree. Were you sketched out on any of that?
No, that wasn't it. It was all the palm trees, all those bushes. I got scratched in my face, and I wish I had the only time I wanted a mask, I must have swallowed 10,000 gnats. I mean, I'm eating gnats. I got the gnats in my face.
Protein.
I'm getting hit. Well, that is true. I'm the plant-based pimp, so I will eat bugs, but I'm getting hit with the branches.
Bugs are exactly plant-based, but okay.
Eat bugs. Well, the World Economic Forum, they say we'll be eating bugs soon. But
what am I showing here?
Oh, I'm sorry. If you click on the circle, the red circle up, there you go.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then that kind of details the day.
All right, I got to do the volume.
Yeah, you got
What I hear. Now,
it's royalty free.
Alex Lee, what did you think about our cream machine?
Oh my
promotional
gosh! This
van.
thing's got about 1,500 watt JL audio amp. You got about 12 speakers inside, outside the box. We had it cranked up.
The flashing nipple.
I mean,
the flashing nipple.
The flashing nipple. I mean, the nipple gimmick. That's one of the best gimmicks I've seen. He's got the police siren. He's got the train horn on the thing. I mean, Bubba was bump, everywhere we went. I mean, the
only thing I could have got arrested for yesterday was human trafficking. I felt I was a coyote.
Well, I know. Well, because
I had like 9 people in there.
At one point, the back of the bus was so hot that we wasn't getting much air. We're driving with the doors open and flapping around. Luckily, we weren't going very fast, but yeah, we did. We kind of had Beverly Hillbilly vibes last night.
So this is the beginning. This is before we left. By the way, everybody was here. I think we pulled out a little bit late. Probably my fault.
That's all right.
So that's the cream machine, and then this is our setup.
Oh, and we got to say, Big Red, he had the plant-based burgers, had the regular burgers.
Yeah.
We had hot dogs.
Huge thanks to Big Red and Blitz and Merch Crick. They were nonstop moving the entire time.
They were, and oh my God, I'm so glad Blitz had his jump pack Willie too.
Oh, me too.
There's Alex on fire, shot out.
Big Red's literally one of the hardest working people I've ever seen, especially even when he's working for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just such a worker.
And he had it full catered.
He had the gloves, Bubba. He brought the gloves. He had the black, professional chef gloves.
He's a machine.
Construction worker to chef to everything.
Susan Poitras, Heather Wiz.
Yeah.
Tease. This is when we first got here. Don't think that we were all destitute.
Yeah, we were still setting up there.
We were packed at one time.
No, and I'm telling you, that was at the very beginning because, we got there about 3.5 hours early.
Bubba the Lost Ones. He's going to make me change my shirt. I'm about to put on the Bubba.
We're not going to a picnic, cousin.
I know, but look what we got, guys. This is how Bubba does it. We got the titty lit. We got the lip titty. It's not even on yet, but you're about to see. Be on the lookout. We got this. Guys, we're going in.
Now, Alex puts all this on his deal, but won't even tag me.
No, he did in this one. He did in this one.
I tagged you in all of it.
I got plus
I was doing
2 follows.
I was doing some editing last night to get the rest of them on there.
Colton showed up as bottom boy and would actually corral people over too.
He was nonstop too.
I love him.
Colton was the man.
No, Colton was really shot out because I'm talking to Colton. He's on rollerblades. He looks like something out of the Pride Parade. And he said he walked down the stairs in those rollerblades. So I was like, I know you got a lot of screws loose.
Yeah, but his hair's straight.
There you go. There's you and
Hey,
Warren
I think I see Bubba.
Oh, there's Bubba right
I
there.
didn't see him where.
Where's
I-
Bubba?
You see Bubba? There's Bubba
I
right
see
there.
No,
Bubba.
where?
Where is he? Right here.
Right
I
there.
didn't even
Yeah.
notice you, Bubs.
I think I see his hat and his
The
nose.
Bubba bus. We got the buckskin. We got the stadium right there. We got the box seats. We got the all-you-can-eat. We got the pimp on the blimp section. Be on the lookout. Bubba Army, we're coming in deep, Tampa. We're
By
coming.
the way, Alex doesn't tag us on any of this stuff. It's
Yeah.
all about him.
I did
For
some
you,
editing.
Brady. We're coming for you. Let's go.
I think I get emotional right here. I think one of these posts I'm kind of emotional because
So
one of
excited. No, but on a serious.
Cause what? Because you're on more stuff than I've seen any human being
Well, I
take.
I think I accidentally took some of
You
those
got me
Delta 9
fake
gummies, a little
mean.
too
I'm
many
on
of
the
those
grind
Delta
all the
9
time. I'm a
gummies.
plant-based pimp. Even at Tampa, even at the game, Bubba really rolls out the red carpet with the Bubba bus. It's insane for the Ukraine. Okay, here we are.
Oh, no, you got to go back. Look at the
You got me
injury.
fake
Sorry, I
mean.
kind of put those together.
Hold on.
You got me fake.
Just let it ride, just
I'm
let it
on the
ride.
grind all the time. I'm a plant-based pimp. Even at Tampa, even at the game, Bubba really rolls out the red carpet with the Bubba bus. It's insane for the Ukraine. Okay, here we are. We're at the sweet level. Bubba the Love Sponge. We're in the sweets. Pimp on a.
I'm like, hey Alex, when are you just gonna settle down?
Never, Bubba. And Bubba's a little
following this
nervous
guy
right here.
around.
No. Let me speak on this one, Bubba. This is right before we walk in the box, and Bubba, he doesn't say anything, but you can tell Bubba's like his whole energy changes because Bubba, you shot out of a cannon. You act like you're
When I need
you're
to
not
be.
some wild
when,
shot.
when I'm on.
Yeah, I know,
am.
but you were starting to button up as soon as you
Bring
got
it
in there.
in.
You
Yeah.
kind of your whole body language changed
Right.
a lot.
So I had to give him a whole pep talk, Dan. We were literally walking right into the box, and I go, okay, here's how it goes. Don't drink too much. Don't eat too much. Stay off. There's a guy named Daddy Joe in here. This is all him. Stay off his radar. Pay respects to him. You know,
Kiss the ring.
yeah,
I had to
hey,
get in there and kiss the ring.
No blimp. You see all the people. Dude, look at it. We're on the grind all the time. Let's go, baby.
You see this view in a great box on the lower suite. We're
Trying to
close to the
whisper.
fans.
No tag. No tag.
I got it. I pulled it.
Oh, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But
doesn't.
that's okay.
I haven't
Bubba,
been,
just
hold on,
wait
I haven't
for the
been-
video,
I haven't been-
Bubba.
I haven't been used this much since Hogan. My lord.
I know.
One way stop. One way.
And you know what's
one
funny?
way
It's not
Stein.
over, Bubba. I'm saying I can't wait to wear out my welcome. Now that's what I'm nervous
one way,
about.
I'm having Merch Crick drop you off at the airport, kick your ass out of here, and screech the tires.
I'm gonna walk.
You know, we're in the
One way Stein, brother. I'll be in my office.
sweet. We're on the grind all the time. Let's go, baby. We got Bubba the Love Sponge. Right over here is Bubba. We got Bubba over there.
Man, you could have given Alex some Botox while he's here.
Yeah.
Dr.
we
Dan.
should've done it
We're
live.
on the grind. Let's go.
Dude, Bubba
Look
the
at
Love
this, look at this.
Sponge. Alex,
I'm
welcome
butt
to Casa
naked
de
here.
Clan. We hope you enjoy your stay and snacks. Wi-Fi info is located on the door with passwords. Please send the doors being a guest here. Wow. I talk about first class. We got snacks. We got a beautiful.
So
That's
anyway,
it.
Thank you, Alex, for being
No, don't
shot out
think-
of a cannon, my friend.
Don't thank me.
So this is the latest track.
Doesn't look good.
Again, I think I can get my Honda. So, Lummy, you might have to help me get my Honda started.
Oh yeah, of course, no
'Cause
problem.
the sooner we get that started, the sooner you get that Generac.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Let me go into words. Today's show will be with Alex Stein until I literally think that Alex is just going to be like a Marlon Perkins buffalo across the Getty Plain where they blow dart it and it just takes like 5 steps and then falls over. Or like, remember when Dexter would finally render you unconscious where you just put it in the side of your neck and you just fall over?
Mm-hmm.
I think Alex might, I don't know, but you did do a 4-piece McNugget this morning, did you
Oh
not?
yeah, no, I had a
3-piece or a 4-piece?
No, I did a 4-piece.
With
Yeah,
some fries.
yeah, with some fries on the side.
that
Come
sounds
on.
good.
He'll make it back to Texas.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. Come on,
I just got to
Bubba.
get him to the airport. That's it. I just got to get him to the airport.
I know. Could you imagine if I stayed 2 days?
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.